The drawing on the cover of Chronogram, it's these two sort of funny shapes. One's a kind of complete shape. It's maybe a sort of a rock shape or something. It's something I use a lot in my work. It's a little bit of a stand-in for a person, maybe, without having to show the specifics of a person. So there's this kind of stone shape next to the shape that's more of an organic shape. It looks like leaves or something. And one is complete, and the other one's kind of falling apart and dissipating in some way. And the original inspiration for it was a film called Alphaville. Interdispersed in the film are these moments where there's these cartoons or little drawings. There was one that I thought was very funny of a man, and instead of eyes it says no no. And next to him is a drawing of a woman with this sort of flipped hairdo and says oui oui. And so that just sort of stuck with me. And I like the concept of this sort of tension between opposites. If it's, yes and no, or light and dark, it's these sort of contrasts that create a kind of excitement or energy that I think is present in all of my work, but in this particular context, I think it's really bringing up questions of wholeness and dissolution and how things fall apart, and what is whole as opposed to what is something that's in pieces. It's a little bit of a philosophical question, but also something that I explore abstractly in painting and in drawing as well. It's kind of at the end of a long line of drawings where I would use pieces of text that I found from the newspaper or from other things that I was reading, and I would place them in the context of a landscape, maybe with speech bubbles, and sort of recontextualizing the text and putting it someplace where it doesn't really belong, and creating a different kind of dialogue than maybe what it was originally intended for. This drawing is also, it's part of a body of work that is connected to the video that I made, The Most Extreme Perfect That Exists, that also sort of questions these same themes of identity and loss of identity, and what makes us who we are, and beyond our sort of superficial appearance or the way we live our lives, like what the core of our identity might be. And it also sort of led to some drawings on postcards, and also some paintings. I like to not overwork things because it feels like it makes it closed to the viewer. I'm not trying to present some point of view or present some particular idea. I'm just opening up a question. And so the looser I can make it and still make it interesting, leave enough to grab onto, then the more the viewer can bring from their own memory and their own history, and sort of expand the narrative from the personal point of view, as opposed to just listening to my story, which is maybe not interesting to anyone but me.
I had been asleep, not asleep, unconscious 6 hours. I had no feeling of time, of hour. From existing, I had been in a situation of not existing. And that makes me very happy. That life is, I am conscious about myself and everything, and then suddenly, or slowly, my conscious fades out, switches off, and it is a not existing.